Franklin police are searching for the person who killed a woman and her 10-year-old stepson inside their home. Fox 59's Kara Brooks is in the newsroom now with the latest and reaction from the heartbroken family members. Kara?
Bob, crime scene investigators spent the day at the house gathering more evidence, and so far they haven't identified any suspects in the murders of Chynna Dickus and 10-year-old Blake. In the meantime, I spoke with the little boy's mother and father who talked about the horrible discovery. Sean Dickus says he walked into a nightmare when he entered his house and found his wife Chynna and 10-year-old son Blake dead Monday evening after he got off work. He said he had just seen them earlier when he went home for lunch.
I had my lunch and I spent a little bit of time with him, and then it was time for me to go back to work. So and I left him, and you know, they were all happy.
But when he returned home later, he says he sensed something wasn't right.
I pulled in the garage and I stumbled upon the scene the way it was, and it was not pleasant. I noticed right away at first that there was something wrong.
Dickus says he doesn't know who would want to hurt his family, but Christina Dickus hopes to have that answer soon. She's Blake's mother, and he was her only child.
I can't breathe. It hurts so bad. It just hurts me the most because the last time I got to see him alive was last Tuesday. Because he stayed with his dad. I got to talk to him on the phone, but that's it. And I just keep clenching on his little animals and trying to smell him.
Christina Dickus tells me she and her ex-husband Sean shared custody of Blake. She was supposed to get him Monday evening, the night he was found dead. Meanwhile, the autopsies were still being conducted late this evening. Police officers say they expect to release the results tomorrow. In the newsroom, Kara Brooks, Fox 59 News at 10.
First on Fox tonight, new details about the woman and her 10-year-old stepson found dead inside their Franklin home earlier this week.
The coroner says Chynna Dickus died of multiple stab wounds. Her stepson was also stabbed, but he died of blunt force trauma. Fox 59's Kara Brooks is live in Franklin with more on the investigation and a community's cry for answers. Kara.
Bob, earlier this evening, a large group of people gathered here to pray for the Dickus family. They were friends, family members, and co-workers. They also set up this makeshift memorial outside the home where they prayed for peace.
Only you have the answers. Only you can give us the strength to support Sean and his family.
People who work with Sean Dickus stood united in prayer right outside his home.
A lot of people are asking the question why, and there's really no answer as to why.
As prayers went up, emotions ran high.
This is a second family to Sean. We all work a lot of hours and work a lot of time together. So when this came out, and to everyone, it was a big shock to everyone else. It's like losing another member of your own family.
And it's pretty upsetting to me that someone could do that to his family like that. I mean, this is a new family that's starting out.
Sean had been married to his wife Chynna for only 3 years. His mother tells us they had talked about having a baby, but now detectives are gathering evidence so they can piece together a crime that left Chynna and 10-year-old Blake dead inside this Franklin home. Sean says he's praying for justice.
I'm doing well. I get my strength from the Lord Jesus Christ every day. It's hard in the morning when you get up, but when I wake up, I just start praying for peace, and it comes, and it's allowing me to be strong right now.
Because it just can't go unsolved. They were just brutally killed for no reason.
Funeral arrangements have been made for both Chynna and Blake. Their viewing is Friday from 2 to 8, and the funerals will take place on Saturday at 1 p.m., both at G.H. Herman Funeral Home in Greenwood.
More details tonight about the double murder investigation in Franklin. A search warrant says investigators found blood throughout the house in plain view, along with a 2x4 that appeared to have blood on one end. It also says they took a towel and clothing worn by Sean Dickus the day he found his wife and 10-year-old son dead inside their home. Meanwhile, officers still haven't named any suspects, but they've posted a Crime Stoppers poster at the police department. Chynna and 10-year-old Blake Dickus were found dead inside their house on Monday.
First on Fox tonight, an emotional night for friends and family members of two murder victims in Franklin.
Many people paid their respects to Chynna Dickus and 10-year-old Blake Dickus this evening at their viewings at G.H. Herman Funeral Home on State Road 135 in Greenwood. They were found dead inside their home Monday night. Investigators still don't know who killed them. Their funerals will take place tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock at the same funeral home.
A family murdered inside their Franklin home laid to rest today. Friends and family came together at the G.H. Herman Funeral Home to say goodbye to Chynna and Blake Dickus. The woman and stepson were found dead inside their Franklin home Monday night. Tonight, investigators still don't know or aren't yet saying who committed those murders, but police have removed crime scene tape from around that house.
Friends and family members of a 10-year-old boy murdered in Franklin gather tonight at a candlelight vigil. Fox 59's Kara Brooks just returned from the service. She has more. Kara?
Cheryl, the vigil was for Blake Dickus, who was killed last month in his home. Everyone there was wearing this button that's a picture of Blake and his mother. His mother doesn't want people to forget what happened to her son, and so she's begging the community to help find out who did the crime.
A song of hope rings out on Franklin's Court Square as community members, friends, and family members remember 10-year-old Blake Dickus. He died almost 3 weeks ago, leaving a pain that won't go away for Blake's mother, Christina.
I just want to find out who did this, who could do such a terrible thing. It's broken my heart and I can't. I'm sorry. But this is so hard for me.
There's a cry for help from everyone here. They want answers. They want justice.
This makes no sense to any of us, and it doesn't make sense to the community.
There is a lot of unanswered questions, and that's also why they're having this candlelight service, is so Blake isn't forgotten. We want the community to understand, hey, we're still here. We don't want to be, put back in line.
Family members say they haven't received many details about the investigation, and they don't want the community to forget the crime that took away little Blake. So they're asking for everyone in Franklin to help solve this case.
They're part of the extended family, and we need their help in the most desperate way.
I need your hand.
Blake's uncle tells me he thinks the Franklin Police Department is doing a good job investigating this case, but he wants John Walsh with the TV show America's Most Wanted to get involved, and so he plans to contact him. Detectives still haven't named any suspects.
The girlfriend of a triple murder